Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Just Another Car Show. Today, we are actually fixing that crazy tick that you hear in your 240, in your S13, in your S14, and your S15. What we have done is we have taken apart the engine and we have replaced the top timing chain tensioner and removed the top guide. This is the timing chain guide that they say everybody takes off. But look, you can see there's lines where the chain's been running on it. This is our new tensioner. All right. That did not fix our problem.
The story of the rattle continues.
Then we went in and we took out the side guide, and that did fix our problem.
Flashback.
Let's take it off and see what it looks like, huh? It's not that bad at all. All right, here we go.
Guess what?
That's it.
The reason this happens, timing chains will stretch over time. So it stretched a little bit, aka it rattles around, aka it hits up against things. The one thing it's hitting up against are the timing chain guides.
No, this is just weird.
End of flashback.
But we do not feel comfortable running an engine without guides in it, especially knowing that we are selling this car. We're gonna fix this for real today. We're gonna replace the top timing chain on the 240SX on the KA engine. Please like and subscribe. We took an engine apart 3 times to make one ultimate video, so, you know, help us out. Okay. All right, guys, so if you saw a long time ago, we did the timing chain thing in the Miata. It was crazy. We could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble if we put the engine at top dead center before we did all that. So that is gonna be the first thing we're gonna do today. We're gonna set this 240's engine at top dead center. So we put the engine at top dead center. We removed the ignition coils and we removed the spark plugs so that there'd be no compression and we could easily turn the engine over.
So when you take your spark plugs out of your heads, basically there's no compression, and so you don't have to use a lot of force to turn the engine over. So it's easier to turn your engine over.
We set the engine to top dead center. So we know we're close. So I can see the marks coming around right now. This mark right there. I believe that is TDC. That one right there is TDC. Put the spark plugs back in. Remove the distributor, valve cover, the front cover for the engine we removed. So we basically got it to where it's been 3 times with us now, with the top timing chain out and about, hanging about.
Nice.
So you can see here, this is where, my pointer, this is that side guide that we took off in the last day we spent doing this. I mean, it did fix the noise.
Guess what?
So that guarantees our chain is our noise problem. We are gonna put the new side guide in when we do this chain. Everyone did remove the top one, so we'll keep that out, but we are gonna put this side one back in when we put the new chain on. And so now we kind of have to figure out how to keep these cams from moving, now that we know we're at top dead center, while we remove components off the front. This is where it's gonna get a little crazy.
Do it out, man, she's smoking.
All right, so check out this wonderful contraption you've seen here. This is true engineering. I think Sam saw this on like a Reddit page or something. Basically, we needed a tool to keep our cams from spinning while we take apart the chain off the front, because if these spin while we're taking anything off, everything becomes out of time, and that's a bigger problem than we want to deal with. That's a huge problem, actually. These wrenches are now hot and taut on these cams. Yeah, a little bit of welding, you know?
Meanwhile,
There's this guy back here. Hey, they don't even.
Engine in the front.
There's an engine?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold down this cam with this adjustable. Sam's got a nice ratchet and he's gonna pop this nut bolt off so we can get the cam gear off.
Hopefully it doesn't move.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't move.
I'm pushing pretty hard. No, I mean, I give it a tap, I just don't want to move the whole cam.
Exactly, I know.
Oh, God.
Nice, very nice. You okay?
Yeah, everything's still in
Everything's
place.
good, everything's good. Sam broke it loose. It was one of the most highest torque spec bolts we've ever come across.
So just shake off, okay.
Oh.
And the cam's moved.
The tensioner just made that sound.
Cool, because it went all the way full tension.
Right.
Boom. Currently, he's removing the tensioner.
It's so slippery. Oh,
there it goes.
we do have to reinsert the pin that held this guy back down so that we can put it back in later, or else it's just way too much pressure.
So we'll just grab it with a wrench and
You want to do it right now?
let's do that now.
Okay. Okay, so I just squeezed this with all my might, just squeezed it down, and Sam was like looking to find the pinhole, and we found the pinhole right there. I just didn't know if I could squeeze it down again to get that pin in. So you missed it, we missed it off camera, but we did get the pin back in the tensioner, and she's ready to go back in when we're ready. The old chain is the problem because that's what we feel has loosened and is now rattling against the guides. That's why we're putting the new chain in. The new chain, it feels much more taut and it feels obviously brand new. Basically what we're gonna see here on this photo is each different colored piece of the chain. So you can see here there are different colored links in the chain. Those each need to line up with one of these dots. And the long chain is the bottom one, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, let's get rid of this guy. That's on the dot, right? Right there. So that's what we want.
Yeah.
Dot on color.
Yep. Dot on color.
Okay, here we go. So dots on our color. Wow.
Did you get it on there? That was super easy?
Too easy.
So let me get the bolt and we can run the bolt in.
Okay.
Hand tight. Wow.
See that dot? Like that? That seems pretty easy. All of our dots, the bottom point dot and all these top point dots are lined up with the different color piece of the chain. Our wrenches did not move, therefore our cams did not move. This is what we should have done on the Miata. This is what we're gonna do every single time now. Hey, get that tension back up, man.
Get that tension back in there.
That tension going strong, man. Love it.
Torque spec on this bolt, which makes sense why it was hard to get off, is 123 foot-pounds.
Let's just try like 100.
We'll do like 100.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go.
What? No way.
That's 100. You want to do 120?
Yeah, let's do 120. Nice.
Damn, 123 is way more than 100.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're gonna put this guide right back on the side here.
The infamous guide.
Yeah, the infamous one that actually ended up being the one causing our rattling, but with this new chain, it will not cause any rattling. Then we'll pull that pin.
Pull that pin. This is.
You ready?
Yeah, pull that pin.
I gotta get a haircut. Man, damn, this shit's in
Nah.
the way all the time.
Now what? Pull our wrenches off?
Yeah.
I think it's time for pull our wrenches off.
Pulling off these, our contraption here. Okay, so Sam's gonna turn this cam
A little bit.
just a teeny tiny bit to loosen up these guys in the back, because right now that we cannot even physically turn them. Oh, I got it. That worked.
Oh, it did?
Yep. There we go.
Hey.
Wow. Okay, so now we're just putting it all back together. Timing for this car has been really just like, I don't know, neither Sam or I like the distributor on this car.
This thing has given us so many problems. Because we have the cap off now, I think it'll be easier. We'll actually be able to see that it's at top dead center. And we know this is close. We don't know this exactly where this should be, but it's close-ish. And hopefully we get it right on the first or second try.
So we were like, oh, perfect. Let's, pop it right in, top dead center, run it. Yo, we ready, boy.
We should pull it and move it back one notch.
Think so?
Yeah, so it's either gonna be way farther off or it's gonna be perfect.
Right.
So if we've learned one thing with 240s, it's that the ignition system is ass.
And so we spent like, maybe an hour kind of just taking off the distributor cap, like literally unscrewing the cap and then pulling the distributor out and turning the rotor right in the distributor. We just found that was more accurate than like pulling the whole distributor cap and all out and then trying to guess which way we were going. So we're on round 3 or something right now.
It was close the first time. We had it really close. We were just 1 tooth off. Dude, what the this time I went looking at it like from this way, went counterclockwise.
Okay.
That was worse. Right there, ready? It's gonna run.
For our timing light, we not only checked 20 degrees off, but we have an adjustment on the back of our timing light. So we checked top dead center, 5 degrees advanced, 5 degrees minus, 0, minus, or that'd be minus 20, because that's what the KA24 is set for, is minus 20. And so yeah. Okay, so timing took way too long, as usual, but this is the weirdest distributor we have ever seen. So as far as we know, it is in perfect timing. We checked ourselves 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. We got good timing. Let's listen to the engine. The horrendous rattling noise is gone, so we only had to take it apart
3 times.
3 times. Only had to take it apart 3 times. We came to understand, like, we didn't want to get rid of all the guides. We don't think it's safe. We did get rid of the top guide because everyone, even the Nissan techs and mechanics, said to get rid of the top guides. We got it that new chain. Upper timing chain is brand new. Got it the new tensioner. Got it the new side guide on the right side. And it sounds great. So now we just gotta move on to some other things. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We took an engine apart 3 times to make one ultimate video, so, you know, help us out. Thank you.